You found your person. Now let the Knot help you with everything else. The Knot connects you to the wedding inspo, vendors, venues, and planning tools you need to make your day totally you. Having helped plan 25 million weddings, we've got your back when it comes to every little detail like RSVPs, budgets, and more. Because your wedding comes to life with the connections that matter the most. Get started at theknot.com/audio. The Knot. Let's plan your wedding together.
Apple, Pandora, Spotify. If you're listening and you would like to see the visual, we are live on YouTube. THA Real JANELL. Without further ado, let's get it bopping. Let's get it bopping. That's not how you say it, but okay. I'm trying to make sure everything is good. Okay. I see I already got to start. Thank you. I appreciate that. Y'all already know what today is. Today is Shroom Talk on the couch. So, again, without further ado, y'all wasn't listening on Pandora and Apple. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get it popping.
For the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits.
Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 Central Time. You don't never want to miss a couch. And now we live every Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. So that's the couch every day of the week. Yeah, tune in. You don't want to miss this shit. It's the Couch Chronicles, where they know what? I know you said it.
Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Y'all already know what today is. It's Shroom Talk. Tell me where you wanna go. I wanna go too. I'm tryna ride with you. I'm tryna head to the moon. I told you before. Open up the door. Is you ready to ride? I need to know, cause I'm ready to go. See, under my tongue, you got me up all night. And she got some explaining to do. She be coming hard with the truth. She put you in another dimension. And I mentioned that. Tap in, open your third eye. You'll see the healing eye. She got me on my mind. I'm here, but I'm not here. Yeah, but I'm not here. I don't know if that makes sense to you. I'm here, but I'm not here. Here, but I'm not here. But I'm really, but I'm not really with you. I'm in another dimension. And I see it like it can speak. On my Urkel, just call me a geek. I can get nasty, I can't be a freak. But it's nothing you should be concerned about. You coming over, then I'll turn you out. See, in your system, call it dirty south. Got you feeling good in another round. So why you ain't trying to come down? Please don't even bother me. Don't come mess up my energy. I swear I'm here, but I'm not here. I got some things to do, and Lucy sometimes she reveals the truth. No, I'm not trying to influence you. I'm just thinking about my truth. I'm just telling you how it do. If you're not ready, don't do it, boo. And I know it seems extra, but if you can't hang, just don't touch. I'm just stating facts. Lucy flowing through my body like it should. Got me feeling good. I know that it would. I'm
Y'all already know what time it is. It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. That song was called Lucy for those who don't actually tune in to the couch to know, you know. That's actually one of my songs that will never be released. You know how I always be telling y'all about songs that I make, but some of them that'll never be released. This is one of them. Although it's an amazing song, I just, you know, some of them is just for me. And the couch, of course. So, everybody that's tuned in, today is Shroom Talk. I do Shroom Talk every month as well because, I mean, why don't shrooms need to be talked about? It does. It does. It's very important because there are people that are out here taking it the wrong way and doing it the wrong way. So, shout out to John. I see you on tag. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. I see you, Big O. My babies, I see y'all. Actually, before you guys, before we dive into everything, let's go ahead and I want to remind you to check on your people. If you fuck with somebody, you check on them. You know, a lot of times we get so busy, but don't get too busy for your peoples. Now, if you're not one of those ones that usually do it, I'm not talking to you. I'm not. So, anybody that you know that's locked up, write them. I'm not saying put money on their books, even though that'll be a plus. But write your peoples. Write your peoples. Let them know you're thinking about them. Shout out to my twin, Jack Black. Free my twin. Until he free. Shit, the fuck. And I do want to give a moment of silence for those who have lost their lives. There's somebody that didn't make it to today. There's somebody that didn't make it to yesterday. Somebody that you know personally and somebody that we don't know. So I want to take this moment and give a moment of silence to anyone that has not made it. Shout out to all my couch potatoes that stay tuned into the couch, that come back and rewatch the couch and re-listen to the couch on Spotify, Pandora, Apple. Listen, I always try to encourage people that are thinking about starting a podcast to just do it. It doesn't matter if you start off with one viewer, no viewers. I started off with literally none. You know what I'm saying? I never really care about how many people is watching at one time. Because at the end of the week, when I get my stats, it shows me how many people came back and rewatched and all of that. And it, to me, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? People got lives. They got jobs. I just so happen to work on my podcast. You know, so I don't expect people to, you know, take time out of their job on their break, on their first lunch break to just spend it with the couch. No, you don't have to do all of that. But coming back and rewatching and re-listening, it's amazing. I love it. Thank you. If you're watching on Tagged and Big O and you want to follow me on all social media, Couch Chronicles No Limits. If you're looking and you're like, damn, I can't find Couch Chronicles, that's because you're spelling Chronicles wrong. You are. A lot of people, I've been seeing, they've been spelling it, how they even C-R-O-N. That's how they even spell it. I was like, what? Y'all forgot the H is silent. Chronicles. And if you are don't know how to spell it, turn on your voice, the voice type, and be like, Chronicles, and it's going to pop up. Because even if I tell you right now, you might not remember. I've told people right in their face, and they still spell Chronicles Chronicles. So, follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, Apple Podcasts, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, Big O, Tagged, Fanbase, and you could also follow the .com, which is thacouch.com, and also THA JANELL is my main account, and also the YouTube, if you would like to watch on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button. Don't forget, if you would like some merch, you know, we got Shroom shirts, Time shirts, Couch shirts. Tap in with your girl. Coming up on the couch, No Love and Prince Mason. The next Shroom Talk will be March the 24th, which is a whole month from today. Prison Jail Felon Talk is coming up March the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, which is the whole week. Y'all know it's the whole week of the couch. A whole week of Prison Jail Felon Talk. So, but that's March 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Next mental health talk will be March the 17th. And also, shout out to the ones that have hit the couch this year, like that have literally let me interview them. I love interviewing people. I love, love, love it. If you don't have to be a business, or you could be a regular person. I will interview you. You know, I love to get to know people on a different level than what they show on social media. You know, because there's a lot of times people, they put this facade out on social media. Like, we don't really know. Like, we can't see through that. But a lot of us, we see through it. So, you know, I love to see through on the couch, too. And let my guests be able to see through you. So allow us, it's not always bad to be see-through. Or be able to be seen through. Just, you know, do it in the right way. I'm just saying. Shout out to the ones that also, you know, booked the couch and Throne Sitters Production for their visuals and edits. You know, I'm honored to be part of Throne Sitters Production and to learn the things that I know and to be able to do the things that I'm able to do. Shooting a video, editing the video, it's hard work. It's not easy. It isn't. And it's very time consuming, and you really have to love what you do to do it the right way. You know, because people will take your money all day. They will. And they wouldn't even give a fuck about what you saying, how you saying it, or how a transition is going. Me, I care so much about what you're saying and how my transition is going to be that I'm damn near listening to each word that you are saying, and I'm trying to convey that in the video. Like, I want people to be able to see and hear your punchline. So, but that's just the type of person that I am as being part of Throne Sitters Production. You know, so, you know, shout out to my wife for hiring me, you know, teaching me. So I'm appreciative. Happy Black History Month. Shout out to all the Black-owned businesses, Black-owned entrepreneurs, Black-owned artists that are out there. You are amazing, and you are part of my history. Like, y'all don't get it when I say you're part of my history. Like, I'm alive right now. Meaning, things that are happening, whether it's life-changing or not, it's part of my history. It's part of your history. Me being a Black-owned podcast, I'm part of your history. I'm part of somebody's history now. If they able to ever see the couch, I'm Black-owned. And there's always going to be a Black History Month every year. So, why not honor people, not just people that's famous, that's Black-owned and got a business and all of this, but actually honor people that are in your city, state, around you, up and coming. Honor them because they are part of your history. However you want to look at it, I'm telling you, they part of your history. We are all part of each other's history. Just saying. February is almost over, though. This Friday is the last day of the month. Yeah. This Friday is also Fuck Fentanyl on the Couch. So if you've lost anybody from fentanyl, or if you have a story that you would like to share about fentanyl, then you're more than welcome to come sit on the couch. Fentanyl is a subject that we have to keep talking about. We have to keep talking about it because it's so many people that's out there that either don't know much about it, or there's kids that's coming up right now that don't know that drugs can have fentanyl in it that can kill them. There's kids that don't know it right now because their parents have shielded them from the worldly things that's going on. And it's a good thing and a bad thing. But the reason why I say it's a bad thing is because, okay, well, what if your kid ends up they sneaking out and they go to a house party? Number one, you haven't told them the dangers of the things that's in the world because you've shielded them from that. So now they're at this house party. Somebody gives them this pill and they don't know to check and see or what a fake pill looks like. They just know that they seen their friend take it and nothing happened to them. Well, what if it's a batch full of pills and 7 of them is fentanyl and 50 of them isn't? What if your kid just so happens to get one of the 7 that's fentanyl? But you haven't taught them to say no to drugs because you're just too busy just shielding them from everything, that you're not even warning them or teaching them. So that's why I like to speak on certain subjects right here on the couch, because there's kids that watched it. I kid you not. Even though I don't say it maybe in a parent way, there are kids that I get that inbox me like, yo, I'm so glad that you said that on the couch. I'm like, how old are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I got nieces and nephews that watch me. You know what I'm saying? And they're young. So they're, when they share me, then they peoples is asking. My niece then came up to me like, Auntie, why are people asking me if I know the couch? Like, you not my auntie. I was like, well, that's because they don't know that I'm your auntie. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if they asking you, she was like, girl, I have to check them. And I was just like, that's so cool, because that's a younger generation that knows about my podcast. That's the younger generation that's not even after me. Like, they're like after. Like, it's people before them. They young is what I'm saying. So they're watching. And I'm able to give them good advice in my way. It might be funny, it might be, but it can help. It has helped. And I'm honored to have, and I don't mean to say kids, because I know y'all watching, y'all like, wait a minute, she didn't call me a motherfucking kid. Okay, Annie. Okay, listen. I just mean the younger generation, the people that are younger than me. I really appreciate you for even coming back, tuning in, watching. There's people that's my age that don't even do that. But I appreciate it and the feedback that I get from the younger crowd. Because it's like, when you do or say something, you want to know that it's making a difference. And, even though I don't expect ever for my generation to get me, I know that a generation will get me, because somebody, I know all my ex-felons or ex-cons get me off the rip. So it's just an honor. That's why I always tell you guys, speak the real. Like, kids are watching you anyway. I mean, they gonna do what they want to do regardless. But at least give them a warning. Teach them the shit that's happening in the world, the shit that's happening right now, that's even the stuff that's being swept under the rug. You have to teach them what's under that rug and show them what's under that rug. Otherwise, they literally be under a rug. I was just looking up today, like, when I do Shroom Talk or when I do, like, fuck fentanyl, I like to look up certain stuff. And earlier today, I looked up, is psilocybin, linked to death? I like to know which drugs are linked to what. Like, could somebody, not saying that shrooms can't be laced with fentanyl. And it's been a couple times, but right now, as of the moment, when you look it up, it says low toxicity and death from overdose is very rare from shrooms. Now, the most that you can experience is an ego death. Now, some people do shrooms their whole life and they've never experienced an ego death. It's like a very like blissful mind altering. If you want to be woke, if you want to be very, very like in tune with yourself and have an eye-opening experience, then an ego death is it. An ego death would literally change your whole entire life. I'm talking about your whole outlook on life. And sometimes people get so scared when they're in that moment of having an ego death. And the reason why they get so scared is because it's so much that literally bombards you and hits you all at one time that you literally like, what the fuck? Trying to catch your breath. And if you don't know how to handle it, you literally probably going to end up in a hospital telling them that you have a meltdown because you don't know what's going on. But a lot of times, it's because you are experiencing an ego death. Some people could take a gram and experience it. Seriously, because they have a low tolerance. I'm not going to tell you exactly how much to take because it really just depends on you. It depends on you. But I had my very first ego death, not even on shrooms, but on acid. And, you know, anybody that knows me, they know that acid is my favorite. I bet you that's my wife. Or Denise. Let me know who's on the YouTube right now. But it was, to me, the best experience, the best time I ever had in my, okay, let me say this the right way. It was the best experience I've ever had when it came to psychedelics. But my wife would say that it was the worst experience of her life because she thought I was going to die. You know, I took 31 strips of acid, and I don't recommend that for anyone. I don't recommend anybody taking acid at all. At all. But I'm telling you this to say this. Even after the ego death that I had the first time, months later, when I just took shrooms, I was like, yo, everything is just so different. Colors are different. Lights are different. People are different. Things are different. Experiences are different. You are literally not the same person anymore once you've had that ego death. You literally shed a whole different that person is dead. That person is gone. And whether you try to bring them back up or not, baby, they gone. You might bring a version of you back up, but it's not that same version still that you're trying to get back. It's a reason why you had an ego death when you did. Because not everybody has it. Like I said, not everybody has it or can experience it. But once you do, you literally are shedding a whole person off of you and becoming a new you. Whether you're ready for that experience or not is up to you completely. But not everyone can handle magic mushrooms. Or Lucy. Lucy is acid. I'm going to stop saying acid, but y'all know when I say Lucy, that's what I'm talking about. But not everybody can handle that experience. It's very, very, very overwhelming. And it's very powerful. And if you're not ready, you literally can have a breakdown that you might not ever come back from. And not because the drugs got you there, but because you mentally are like, I can't believe. You know what I'm saying? Like you are putting yourself in that mind frame. Because it's not the shrooms. Contrary to what you believe. It's not the mushrooms. It's the you. Your mind didn't come back because you didn't want it to come back. You can't overdose on magic mushrooms. You can have an ego death. Whether you want to experience it or not, do you want to experience it? Because you're not going to, well, like I said earlier, some people have a low tolerance. So they might take a 0.5 and, no, you ain't finna experience no ego death. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Not no 0.5. Come on. A 0.5? Mm-mm. Hey, Anthony. But this is the thing. If you really want to experience it, do your research. I'm not going to give you the details on how much it takes and all of that to get that experience. And everybody couldn't handle 31 strips of Lucy anyway. When it comes to that area. When it comes to the shrooms, you literally have to, you got to know your body, know what dose to take. And if you've been diagnosed with any type of mental health issue, I wouldn't recommend it at all. And if you do, you like, you know what? Fuck what she talking about. Yeah, I'm paranoid schizophrenic, but I'm about to take these shrooms. Then do me a favor and find you at least a holistic doctor. Now, I will say this. They are very expensive. And 90%, actually, I think 99% of insurance does not cover a holistic doctor. But if you are serious about taking shrooms and getting into the holistic way, then you need to find you a proper holistic doctor. Not a proper street doctor. That's going to be like, here the shrooms and da-da-da-da-da. Nah, I'm telling you, well, you know how when you sell like food or something and it's like, yeah, I'm not selling it to this person. You know, you pick and choose who you sell to. Mm. Yeah, I mean, if you giving off schizo vibes or something, I'm not messing with you. Respectfully. In Washington, the state of Washington, they're currently working on a bill that would have, they was working on a bill that would have allowed some legal access to psychedelics. But February the 21st was the cutoff for the bill to move out of the policy committee's two-piece. It's like a two-piece legislation. You know what I'm trying to say. It's like a two-piece. It has to go through, certain, y'all know how that works. Stop fucking playing with me. Anyways, but it would have allowed it to be regulated and supervised access to it for like adults that are approved or over the age of 21. And anyways, the Senate Bill 5201 and the House Bill 1433. These bills faced opposition from the state psychiatric and medical group as well as advocates for psychedelics. So basically, they like, if your own advocates aren't advocating to have shrooms be illegal, why should we give it to you? Those advocates that didn't fight for it at the time, whatever their reason was, is the reason now why it's not approved. And if I was some of the other advocates, I would have been looking at them like, motherfucker, what is you doing in the seat to help for if you're not going to help? If you're not going to help, it's so many benefits to psilocybin that I can't even name all of them. So, you know, if you're an advocate for it, then why wouldn't you be, no matter what the stipulations are, if you're for it, then speak up. And that goes for anything. If you are for something, then you need to speak up. If you're not for something, then speak up too. Like, y'all need to stop being bitches out here. Y'all some sensitive ass fucking pussies around here. Like, no, dead ass. It's a lot of fucking sensitive pussies. And it's like, every time I see, I'm like, come on now. Like, it was so many of our leaders back in the day that had more balls than the motherfuckers that's out right now. Like, what are we doing? What are we standing for? Oh, nothing. Some of y'all ain't standing for shit. Oh. Anyways, stand for something. Whatever it is that you stand for it, and fuck what anybody else got to say. Everybody is not going to like your decision. Everybody is not going to like you. You got to be who you are. I mean, just be who you are. It's just too many motherfuckers out here being something that they not. So why not be different? And be you. Colorado just issued their first license for psilocybin businesses. Now, legal access expected by spring. While some individuals are already, you know, approved and all of that, they're now making it to where businesses actually have to have the specific license to have it in their, you know, facility, their business. But that is fucking dope. You can get a business license to sell psilocybin in Colorado. What? Now, although we've already thought in the back of our mind, oh, you can get anything in Colorado, anything in Phoenix, Arizona, and da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, well, you got to be legal, because they literally was trying to take shrooms off the market, period. Like, they didn't want nobody to have access to it. If you had it, you are being criminalized. You are being punished. You want to know why? When something is good, or something can help you mentally, physically, emotionally, or heal you, they don't want it. They don't want you to have access to it. If something is going to help wake you up, what makes you think they want you to have access to that? Come on, let's be for real. They do not want you to have access to the things that are going to help you in life. And that's drugs, that's fruits and vegetables that Dr. Sebi told you to get. That's a lot of stuff. Because if they can't alter it to really fuck you up before you get... No, really. Why you think they changes so much ingredients? They don't want you to be healed. You will be putting doctors and shit out of business. Hospitals out of business. If you are healed, why do we need doctors? And why would we need doctors to go to school if you're already healed? That's going to stop doctors. That's going to stop nurses. That's going to stop. So they got things in place to keep you where you are, stagnant. So yeah. No, they are trying to make sure that you're not getting access to magic mushrooms. Even though, the benefits are amazing. But again, anything that can help you, they gonna make sure that they take it. They are. If Colorado just now got their first, set of business license for businesses to sell psilocybin, then hopefully that opens the doors for all states to be able to get it approved. It's called the Natural Medicine Health Act. And that's what helped pass it in Colorado. And that was in November. So, I mean, if we can get that act done in different states, different countries, what the fuck? It'll be so many people benefiting from magic mushrooms. Yes, it'll put antidepressants out of business. Yes, it'll put whatever those patches is that people put on to not do drugs. Yeah, it'll take them out of business, but that's a good thing. But that's not what they want. That's not. If you're just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time, and every Wednesday from 9:30 a.m. Central Time. I'm on Spotify, Pandora, Apple Podcasts, Couch Chronicles No Limits on Instagram, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, Big O, Tagged, Fan Base, Like. I'm everywhere. Okay? And that's also my .com. And you can also visit the couch on THA Real JANELL on YouTube, and make sure that you subscribe, hit the like button, and also visit my .coms, THACouch.com and THARealJANELL.com. Today is Shroom Talk. I'm not done. I got a few more things to leave you guys with, but before that, we're gonna jump into another song. Let's get into it. That's what I'm wearing. This song is called Shroom. That's this shirt. If you are looking to get it,
I said I'm headed to the moon. Hey, is you going or you not? I thought you told me you was ready to go. So was I headed to your spot? Hey, hey, hey. I'm in a whole nother realm, and I don't even think I'm ever coming down. Baby, I'm in a whole nother space. If you was here, then you can see it in my face. I'm so good at these I'm so good at these
oh wait, no, it's right here.
So if you're looking for me, I'll be in my zone. Levitating, you wouldn't even know I'm gone. It's a celebration. Go ahead and drink up your Patron. Don't wanna be bothered, so I'm turning off my phone.
Period.
I said I'm headed to the moon. Hey, is you going or you not? I thought you told me you was ready to go. So was I headed to your spot? Hey, hey, hey. I'm in a whole nother realm, and I don't even think I'm ever coming down. Baby, I'm in a whole nother space. If you was here, then you can see it in my face. I'm so good at these I'm so good at these I'm so good at these Go with the flow, or get at the dough, baby. Take it some more. If you ain't know, baby, I'm kinda gone, baby. But if you wanna come, then let's go, baby. Hey, yeah. I'm so gone off the shrooms. I'm so gone off these shrooms. Hey, gone off the shrooms. Hey, yeah. I said I'm headed to the moon. Hey, is you going or you not? I thought you told me you was ready to go. So was I headed to your spot? Hey, hey, hey. I'm in a whole nother realm, and I don't even think I'm ever coming down. Baby, I'm in a whole nother space. If you was here, then you can see it in my face. I'm so good at these I'm so good at these I'm so good at these
Period. You know what's funny is I actually did that song, or did the video, completely sober. I was like, no, because I want my visual to be right. I don't want nobody messing me up and I'll be like, yeah, that's good. And it's not. No, baby. I'm going to take my shrooms after this. But yeah, I didn't do that video high. I was just vibing out on my music because my music make me high like I'm on shrooms too. Try traveling to some states that shrooms are actually legal, to where you can try some retreats and do it the right way. Don't just get out here taking shrooms because you hear how cool it is, or, you know, you see somebody's doing it and you've heard so much about it. A lot of times people talk about shrooms and they've never done shrooms. If they be like, oh, girl, you going to be seeing unicorns and this and this and that. Oh, you took them? Which kind did you take? How many? How many grams? Oh, you didn't. You just heard. I hate when people do that. The Minnesota Task Force, and you know, and y'all know I don't do the police, but I was actually taken aback when I read this. I was like, wow. The task force. The Minnesota Task Force is actually recommending mushrooms to be decriminalized. They wrote a 200-page recommendation letter, like report on the benefits and the uses of the drug. I'm amazed. Like, I would love to read the 200 pages that they wrote. Like, what the fuck? When your task force is trying to help, or they're vouching for it to be decriminalized, that should say a fucking lot. 200 pages worth of the reason why it should be decriminalized. And they got people to sign a petition. That's fucking dope. You know, because I'm sure that they're tired of arresting people for magic mushrooms. But, I mean, and probably people on the task force have a PTSD really bad and they've been taking magic mushrooms and they're like, you know what? I want to be able to work and take this. I want to be able to, well, you know what? Have they drug tested any of the officers that has shot any and killed anybody? You know how whenever we're at work and we do something wrong, they immediately drug test us. I know that was random, but, you know, yeah, okay. Anyways, even New Mexico was talking about legalizing magic mushrooms. Shout out to New Mexico. Okay? That's fucking... Anybody that's trying to get it legalized, then that means they're woke. That means they know what's going on when it comes to the benefits of psilocybin. They're not just saying, oh, yeah, let's get some magic mushrooms in here so the world can be fucked up. No, they're actually doing their research and realizing, like, whoa, this can take the place of all of these psychedelics, or not psychedelics, psychotropics, and get them off the streets. Because there's so many side effects that come with that. It's not just you taking psychotropics to just be okay. No, you gonna have titties leaking, dick leaking. No, for real. Like, it's gonna be like, oh, well, you could take this for your anxiety, but side effect could be dick leakage or ball shrinkage or booty hole. You know what I'm saying? Like some weird fucking shit, and you like, damn. And then you look at the very bottom and it says that it could happen. And it's like, oh shit. Damn. Now my nipples is leaking because I took this Risperidol thinking that it was going to make sure that my depression wasn't coming. I'm telling you, that shit is real. A proven psilocybin can change the world. Can change the world. I'm telling you. So many things will get knocked off the shelves that we don't even need anymore because we are healing naturally. When taking magic mushrooms, make sure that you're around the right people. You don't want to take it around somebody that you really don't fuck with. And then something happens. And then you like, yeah. And not even really like, just the fact that you might say something that you might regret. And then the friendship is gone. You know, or they might say something and you might take it the wrong way because you high. You like, you know you high for real. Like, and it happens. You ain't never got drunk. Somebody said something. You thought they really said something else, and you was like ready to fight them. But really, you was fucked up. I'm just saying. Don't be around somebody that's going to lead you the wrong way whenever you high. Or whenever you feel like you having a bad trip, they'll make it worse. If they don't know how to handle you or handle somebody having a trip that they don't know how to handle. If you are around somebody that's experienced, okay, cool. But if you are both leading the blind leading the blind, it's, baby, you going to be thinking that you dying. But you are never going to have an overdose on shrooms. But be careful who you're around. They'll make fun of you, make you go viral, and you don't want that. That's not the type of trip you want. You want a good trip that make you feel good, that opens your eyes to things. Even if it's opening your eyes to who should be your friend or not. Just saying. You know, earlier I was saying that when I looked up psilocybin and if it's linked to death, you know what it said. When I looked up marijuana and if it was linked to death, listen to what it said. It says cannabis use disorder, which is what they're saying, it's the highest risk of death. Like, could you imagine smoking weed and then dying from smoking weed? Could you imagine going to the doctor and they saying, oh, you have a marijuana disorder. And you're at high risk. You can die from it. That's wild. But did you know that magic mushrooms, psilocybin, is the safest recreational drug? And people like to argue me down. They like to argue me down. And they be like, I ain't never taking no shroom. But they're the same people that's popping perks and ecstasy and all of that. And it's like, okay, you're going to do heroin, but you're not going to do a magic mushroom. It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I love you guys so much. And the next... oh, thank you so much for favoriting me. Favoriting me. I'm going to do the same back. It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in. If you want your Shroom shirt, this is what it looks like. Y'all know we got Shroom shirts, Tom shirts, whatever shirts. Y'all, I love y'all. Thank you so much for the positive vibes, love, and energy. Y'all know I do this every day of the week. Every day of the week. Every day. Every day, every day, every day. But I love it. I definitely love it. And anytime, hey Tina, anytime I don't make it on the couch is because I'm having a lupus flare that won't get let up. And trust me when I say I be still trying to make it on the couch, but my body just won't allow sometimes. But I definitely appreciate everybody for listening in and tuning in to the couch. Like I said, I'll be back on tomorrow at 8 Central Time and then Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. I love you guys. Sending positive vibes, love, and energy away. If you out right now, I love you. Sending positive vibes, love, and energy away. Drive safe. If you coming back and rewatching and re-listening, thank you. Ew. I love y'all. Have a good night. Oh, and if you want to support the couch, it's never mandatory, but it's always appreciated. You can Cash App TRJ Merch. Or you can send gifts, stars, share the live. Sharing the live is a big thing. That can help too. I'm telling you. That's supporting. Support comes in many forms. Support your peoples. I love you guys. It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. And I will see you tomorrow. Good night. Period. Love you, Tag. I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you, Big O. I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you, YouTube. I will see you tomorrow. Spotify, Pandora, Apple Podcasts. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no what? I know you over there saying it. I just know it.